Hello YouTube, welcome to this video. What can I say? This is a very special moment for me. This is the engine that's going to be going into the car right next to each other. So there's a lot planned over the next few weeks for me. I'm going to be trying to do bits and pieces after work or on the weekends whenever I can. We're prepping the M52B28 engine to go into there. So at the moment my game plan right now is strip down the engine, near enough to a full engine rebuild, but not a full engine rebuild. I'm not going to take the pistons out. I'm not going to take the crank out or anything like that. I'm just going to strip the head off, get the head, smooth down again. I'm going to put a new head gasket on, all those other little generic bits and pieces. So I wouldn't say it's a full engine rebuild, but it's a full engine refresh. I guess that's the best way to put it. Along with all of that, obviously I'm going to be tidying up little bits and pieces. I've got the M50B28 intake manifold to go on. Someone's revving their exhaust outside. Don't know who that is. So yeah, I've got the M50B28 manifold to go on. And yeah, that's about it basically. Trying to think of the other bits and pieces that I got to do to the engine before I put it back in. Oh, so I'm going to be, doing the head gasket, going to be doing like the water pump, thermostat, changing all the belts, giving the car a good engine oil service, painting it up as much as I can. I think just giving it a nice good look and a fresh, fully degreased certain parts and things like that. Making sure there's no engine oil leaks or coolant leaks, which should hopefully make it run a lot smoother. And that's about it really. And then I got to sort out the engine wiring and all that stuff to match it with the E30 ECU. So there's a lot going on right now, but this is kind of fun. This is cool. Like, look at this. I got my tools already kind of on the E30. The car is going to be going through a lot of work as well. I'm going to be starting to work on the new body kit that I'm going to be installing. So I've got the foam and everything like that, which is behind me. Where I'm going to be prepping all of that with. Along with that, I need to make a new front splitter because I don't think I'm fully keen on the ones that I've seen so far. But if I find one, I'll figure that all out. So yeah, custom wide arch kit, front lip, completely stripping the car down as much as I can so we can get rid of any rust. Full interior retrim, manual transmission swap as well, which means the extra pedals and everything like that. New steering wheel which needs to go on as well. And that's about it really. So yeah, there's a lot going on with the E30 right now. It's going to take some time. I'm going to try and make the videos as detailed as I can, so if anyone does want to do this swap, these videos will be a good point of reference for you guys. Yeah, let's just jump into the video. While I am going to be working on the engine with the car, I thought I'd give you guys an update, which is I'm probably going to keep changing my clothes because I'm not doing all of this all in one day. I'm doing it over a few days. So I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a heads up with that. So if you do see me always changing my clothes, there you go. That's the explanation. But yeah, I'm going to carry on dismantling this now. I think I'm going to try and remove all of the wiring from this. If you do hear the birds in the background, my parents wanted to get new birds, so that's the reason why. But other than that, let's jump right into dismantling all of this. So yeah, I think the wiring loom would be next because then it's just out of the way. And there's only really starter motor that's holding it in. So I just gotta loosen up now. So I'm gonna carry on. Like scratch removing all the wiring lean for the time being, that's taking too long. I'm gonna get back to that later. There's a lot of stuff underneath here with the intake manifold and stuff that I need to get to. I'm just going to leave it all there for the time being and get back to that once I have a bit more clearance after I've taken off the intake manifold. So I'm going to go back around to the front and try and take off the clutch fan. Might also do that bit first and get the front end a bit cleared up. Right people, this fan clutch is on there solid, so I'm gonna have to figure out another way of getting this out. In fact, this thing is damaged. The pulley is damaged from what I can see. So yeah, I don't even know how I'm gonna go about it, but we'll figure that bit out later. I'm gonna carry on focusing with the alternator now, which I think should be the alternator's loose. Should have been loose. I'm gonna figure that bit out. Let's get on with it. Quick little update from me. Basically, if you see me limping in this video in any form or shape, it's because I stepped on a nail recently. I was helping out with some renovation to a property, and as I did most of the knocking down and everything like that, I was pulling down the shed that we just knocked down, and as I was pulling backwards, I stepped on a nice 3.5 or 4-inch wood nail, which was pretty fun. So I've been off my feet for a while, which is the reason why I've actually not been able to do much work with the engine or anything like that, and also why there's not really been any videos out anytime recently, but leave that as it is. I'm gonna carry on dismantling this thing. So let's just jump back into everything. I can't even remember where what part I was on last. What to take up next? I don't know. Let's see. So as you guys saw from that one being opened up, that doesn't look exactly healthy down there. So it's gonna be fun, but all the others, they look okay. So a lot of these bits and pieces I am gonna change anyway. Spark plug's gonna be pretty simple. I might keep the old coil packs as long as any of them are working, because they're easy to change later on. Just a way of quickly saving some cost, basically. Kind of irrelevant at this time, but if it's not completely broken, then why not reuse them? Because, like I said, easy to do later on. But let's get back into dismantling.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
So right now I'm gonna actually look at lifting, well, rotating the engine, sorry, and moving it to another point so I can work on the exhaust manifold comfortably and remove the lander sensors, which is the last electrical bits connected to the engine, so that I can remove all the wiring loom. Once that's done, I've just gotta disconnect this bit as well, but that bit's pretty simple. But yeah, once that bit's done, I also gotta remove that. Yeah, I think that will basically be majority of the engine that I'm going to dismantle. I might remove the oil filter housing and the power steering pump. I haven't decided on that just yet, but let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. One thing I really quickly wanted to mention was, in terms of moving the engine around right now, the little pin that holds this into place on here, it's stuck. I think that's because the engine's weight is just really heavy right now and it's not allowing enough movement there to lift it. So I'm actually going to use the engine crane or this to basically lift that up from this side a little bit, just to give it a little bit of support so I can release that and then rotate the engine and then put the pin back in. So done. It's been done over quite a while now with my foot, everything, just taking my time with dismantling the engine. It's been quite fun, and actually I've done majority of this just from looking around, trying to figure bits and pieces out and going on from there. I've set everything off to the side, which you guys have already seen. Those are bits and pieces that I'm going to be looking at working through, and going to be like looking at what I'm going to reuse, what I'm going to recondition. Most likely like the starter motor, alternator are going to get reconditioned, and bits and pieces like that. So this has literally been crazy. Like I can't believe I've just got this engine that I'm just playing around with for the time being. Now, this is the stage that I wanted to get to in this part of the video. Reason being is because I just like the way the engine looks right now. Majority of the bits and pieces that I would have wanted off are off it. And yeah, I just think it just looks so cool right now. What's next is going to be, well, there's going to be quite a few things. I'm going to be looking at obviously making sure all the coolant's drained out. You guys kind of saw that it wasn't all drained out. I'm going to drain the engine oil as well. Going to get the the cams and everything like that top dead center, which is going to be another fun little part. And along with doing all the other little bits and pieces to the engine, I'm going to look at what I need to do to get the bits and pieces changed to fit into the E30. I am going to be doing a lot more organizing in terms of where and what all the bits and pieces come from. You guys have seen that I've put majority of the bolts back to wherever they needed to go. I just think for the time being, it just makes organization a lot easier. You know where bits and pieces are, and then when it comes to me just putting everything in an organized pile, I'll know what bit is for what exactly. Now, in a few days time, I'm actually flying out to Japan. I am so excited about it. It won't come out in the videos, but trust me when I say this, me, my brother, and our friend Jags, we're going to be going over to Japan. I did mention it a little bit in one of my other videos. You know, you probably wouldn't have caught onto it. It's just a little snippet at the beginning. But that's going to be insane. We're going to be doing some crazy stuff. It's literally just a trip, just to explore the car scene and everything amazing about Japan. I don't want to give too much of it away, but what we are going to be attending is going to be the Ars Festival, which is the biggest GTR meet I can think of in the entire world. You know, we're going to be driving all around like all the toge roads, going to be going up and down Mount Fuji. It's just going to be crazy. You guys, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that video. If you guys want it more like a movie where I've edited the whole video and it's just one long vlog, I'm willing to do that, or I might look into doing it as mini vlogs. I need you guys to tell me what you guys want to see. Message me on Instagram, message me in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see what I can do in that sense. But that does mean that I'm gonna have to put the engine on hold for a little while, which is actually the reason why I didn't want to go much further than this right now. Because with the engine, like, you know, if I dismantle too much of it, I just don't want to get too much air and things like that, or just leaving bits and pieces and just not having it organized. So that's why I was looking at taking my time. As well as being so busy with life, it just gets in the way at times. But it's going to be amazing. I really can't wait to get on with this engine. I can't wait to get to Japan. Oh, there's just so much going on right now. Yeah, I'm actually like struggling to think of what to say in terms of what's coming for you guys. Obviously, you know the engine, you know Japan now. It's just going to be crazy. Guys, you know what kind of videos are going to be coming up. If you do find this interesting for you, please hit subscribe, like, you know, hit bell notification, and you will know straight away as soon as I get a new video uploaded. It's gonna be crazy. You know, I've been through some tough times lately. More of a personal matter. I might digress into that at a later stage. But you know, I'm pulling through it. I'm getting myself out the other side of it, which is, you know, just a little bit of encouragement. So yeah, guys. I guess that's it for this video. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next one. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up definitely on Instagram actually, because I think I'm posting most of my most recent like updates and things like that on there. And just, you know, just keep in touch. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Catch you later.